Hi, hello, and welcome to Full Body Chills, a stream in which I read stories, scary stories found on the internet or sent in by you guys. Also, I am looking at the at the chat and I'm seeing like Doritos. Why am I seeing Doritos? This is a crime. Okay, this is a crime. This is considered a crime on this channel. Okay, why do you guys keep breaking the law? Where are the Cheetos? I ask you. But hi, I'm FEARSONA and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber, here to give you full body chills. And also, as you can see, we are in the Christmas mood. We have some, I mean, obviously we have the new model, and also we have some Christmas music and some fairy lights because it asks for that, you know, 'tis the season. So how are you guys doing? I'm actually excited for this stream. It's the debut of the new model, or I mean, the costume. Wait, IDK Bacon. Hi Sona, I have thought about your proposal to change my name to IDK Beefalo, and I will have to politely decline, as I am too lazy to change my name everywhere and insert low quality JPG of Beefalo. Hey, I mean, I tried to convert you into a Beefalo, but it's okay, I failed. I understand. IDK Bacon is a pretty cool name, so I get that you might be you know, sentimentally attached. Hi Nick. Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. No idea how I got here. How are you? I'm okay. I'm good, and I'm glad that you did end up in my stream, and we'll see if you're gonna like it. I hope you do. Okay, Jacob. First live, let's go. Okay, nice. Thank you so much for tuning in for the first live. And hi Maria. And Irving, nice. Okay, I can see some familiar faces. Nice. And there's like more of you guys, I think. I can see more people that I don't know yet. So I'm excited to get to know you guys. And Austin, I got chicken nuggets and flaming hot Cheetos. Okay, acceptable. Acceptable. Next time just, you know, gear up in some biscuits as well. DMJ 2004, this is my first stream and I'm excited. Nice, I'm excited for you too. And I hope you like it. Ashlyn, okay, good. Also, I was seeing like the conversation about who's single and who's like what age and, and why are you guys single? Why is this a thing? Why? I got so confused. Okay. Rai, hey Fear dating advice. I don't know. Offer your date a biscuit and a Cheeto. And I guarantee if you offer them biscuits and Cheetos, it's, you know, it's a home run. I'm kidding. My god. Man, that sounded bad. Okay, feeling wonderful, Kevin. Nice, nice. Okay. And welcome, Kevin. Oh, Nicholas, good. Wow. Okay, good. Okay, everyone's feeling good. Nice. Okay. Why am I saying okay all this time? David, no glasses. Cute always with or without glasses. Thank you. I mean, I feel like the glasses look is more for, you know, to look more professional during my true crime live streams. So I'm gonna save it for that. And I just felt like, okay, I wanna show off the Christmas model without glasses. Okay. Nick, seriously, I have no idea what's going on. I'm digging the aesthetic, however. Okay, so, as I said, like, in this stream... I mean, it's fine. No one knows what they're in for when they come to my streams, so... No, that's not true. You guys know that you're in for, like, some spooky stories or true crime stories and unsolved cases. In this case, today, it's gonna be just spooky stories that may or may not be true. Okay, and... Oh yeah, Tyron's getting, into the ad time. So if you guys want, you know, just like, before we start... A few announcements. If you guys want to have, like, get any updates, like recent updates and notifications about the upcoming streams, you can follow me on Twitter, because that's where I usually post about, like, the new live stream or the upcoming live stream when I'm about to start. So if you just want to be up to date or any changes to the, you know, to the schedule, I also post it on my Twitter. So if you want to be up to date, just head over to my Twitter. And yeah, so this segment, as I said, this is a stream in which I read scary stories found on the internet or sent in by my subscribers, and you can actually send in your story to the official email that is provided in the description of this video down below, or in the live chat that Tyron just posted. So you can just send in your stories, whether or not they are true. You know, you can just write down, if you like writing. You can just make up a story and just send it in. Let me know if it's a fake story or not. And I will read it on stream. And then I will reveal whether or not, you know, it's true. Okay, no glasses, kind of interesting, not gonna lie. Okay, thank you, Michael. I mean, you know, I think that it looks interesting because I changed my hair color, and also the eyelashes are lighter. So maybe it looks a little bit more interesting. That I mean, I can put on the glasses. It looks nice with the glasses too. I don't know, should I stay? Okay, you guys can let me know. Should I just keep my glasses on, or you know, take them off? You can let me know. You can call me DMJ or DJ. Okay, DJ. Nice. Scholastica, we're single and desperate. We'll talk about anything. I was just wondering what was happening in the chat before I started. To this day, IDK, what do you consider a biscuit? Hey, a biscuit is something that you would... I don't know. Everyone has a different interpretation. To me, it's like this buttery kind of... not crunchy, but like buttery dough biscuit. And it's usually just... I don't know, like, I eat it to tea. Okay, I'm not gonna get into the whole biscuit war, because that's gonna be a whole stream, okay? Alrighty, so... Wait, glasses on, definitely. Okay, sure. I can leave them on. Either way, I just noticed the hair looks good. Thank you. Yeah, it's the winter vibe. Okay. DJ, it's better with glasses. Okay, nice. I think it's also because the eyelashes are lighter, maybe it looks a little bit weird. But yeah, I like the glasses look, definitely. I'm always biased for glasses. Nice, Juniper. Don't start! I will not start the biscuit war, okay? It's cool with glasses. Okay, nice, Christopher. Alright, yeah, then the glasses stay, I guess. Oh, when is the biscuit war stream? It's coming. Okay, so before we start, I just want to make a few announcements, as I said. So tomorrow, actually, we have a bonus true crime stream. As you know, every week, or you may not know yet, every week I do stream true crime cases on YouTube on Saturday or Sunday, depending on the week. But usually it's Saturday. And then I also have a bonus true crime stream, which is for Patreons only, like on Patreon only. And tomorrow we are gonna be covering a case of the smiley face murders. If you don't know, it's in the true crime community, it is a very well-known theory, and it actually might not be a theory. It is a theory that there is a serial killer to this day unidentified, not caught, and they usually leave behind a chilling drawing of a smiley face next to their victims. So I'm gonna be covering the smiley face murders, and there is a dozen. I have to say, like, it's not set in stone that this is one person. It might be more people, but they've killed a dozen of people. So, and each of those cases have this like common denominator, which is the smiley face drawing right next to it, or somewhere around, or, you know, somehow involved in the crime. So if you guys are interested, I'll be covering this case in my true crime stream on Patreon only. So for a price of a, I don't know, Starbucks coffee, Starbucks Frappuccino, you can get access to at least 4 streams, 4 bonus streams a month. And, you know, I think that's pretty nice, because patrons tune in and we hang out and we discuss the case just like we do on YouTube on Saturday. And yeah, I think, and that's just the base, you know, that's just the base bonus that you get when you subscribe to my Patreon. More is coming to Patreon because I'm currently you know, kind of like editing the tiers and planning new stuff for the New Year's, for not for the New Year's, for the new 2022 year. So more coming. Anyway, alrighty, so the smiley face murders are fun. Oh, nice, Lazy L. Yeah, like, I do, it always gives me chills. I always like to come back to this case, and I figured, why not? You know, like, this is an interesting theory, this is an interesting case, so I just figured I would cover it on stream for my patrons. Okay, a phone on a bus? Insanity. Nice, Shark Marco. Yeah, today's story, again, it's gonna be, actually, today, I'm gonna be covering 3 stories, so I'll be reading 3 scary stories. Well, actually, I'll be reading 2 scary stories. The third one was sent in by one of the subscribers, and it's gonna be a voice recording, so you guys can look forward to that. One of the stories, yes, it is about a cell phone on a bus. I have not read these stories, so I'm gonna be reading them for the first time. And yeah, let's find out if the stories are true or fake. Wait, Scholastica. With the glasses, Sona looks like a younger Mrs. Claus. Hey, that was... I can see that. I can see that connection, and I took some inspiration, definitely. Like, maybe subconsciously, I guess? Yeah, like, that makes sense. Oh, a Christmas look. Yeah, it is a Christmas look. Wait, go thanks. At least it's not the box ghost. That's true. Right, I'll bug you later. Nice. Hey, everyone's gonna bug me that I look like Mrs. Claus. It's fine. Alrighty. Wait, Ian. Oh, hey, Fear. A question. How many stories do you take from emails? Because I got a good true story about my own scary brush with death. Hey, I will be reading like at least 2... from now on, I think I'm gonna be reading at least 2 stories per stream. So you can go ahead and send it in. And don't worry, I guess, like... You know, I'm taking... Even if I don't read your story next week, I will just put it on the list and I will read it the following week. You know, like whenever I have an opening. So don't you worry. Just send it in. Go ahead. And, wait, DJ. 2 bonus stories. Nice. I kid you not. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, wow. It sounds like an interesting story. So yeah, please do send it. Okay, right. Curious. Are you, USA? Me? Or who? Who? Let me know. Are you... Wait, right. Are you asking me if I'm in the USA? No, I am not in the USA. I like the look. Nice, DJ. Thank you. And, Austin, let's go grab your popcorn and Cheetos, everyone. Yes, popcorn, biscuits, Cheetos, those are acceptable. Tyrant, Fear? What? I'm not in Thailand! Tyrant, why? Mrs. Claus, what am I getting for Christmas? Well, I mean, if you were a good shark, then maybe something. If not, then a piece of coal. All right. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Let me move a little bit, because... Ah! Damn. Wanted to move my model a little. Okay. So, let me start. This is the first story. So, I found an old cell phone on my bus ride home. Let's get into it. I had just sat down for my ride home on the late charter bus when I felt something odd under my seat. It was like sitting on a lump. It wasn't too big, but it was definitely uncomfortable. Instinctively, I reached under to try and remove the object, and my hand touched something familiar. The small size and glint of plastic told me it was a smartphone, but not a brand I was familiar with. Someone must have left it here by accident, I thought to myself. Since I had a little time until my stop, I unzipped my backpack and took out my portable charger. As luck would have it, the plug fit and immediately the phone began to charge. I watched it the way you might a kettle, waiting for it to boil. I don't know why. I didn't really expect to be able to unlock it, but part of me was hopeful there wasn't a passcode. 5 minutes later, it powered up and made a grinding noise like an old modem would. I grabbed it up and waited to see what secrets were within. The screen was completely black, no background at all. And the time was definitely off as though it hadn't been updated in some time. Even the year was wrong. How long had it been there? There was no reception and it didn't look like I could unlock it, so I just set it back down and focused on my own phone. Then, I heard the distinct sound of a text message notification. Coming from the older phone? But that shouldn't have been possible, I thought, as I picked it back up and saw in short succession there were dozens of messages. All from the same person, apparently. Immediately, I did my best to read them in rapid response. Where are you? Why aren't you responding? Is everything okay? Don't go through with it. That message stuck out to me as I kept reading and scrolling toward the beginning of the story to try and figure out exactly what was going on. Hey, glad we could finally exchange numbers. Call me anytime. Anna. Thanks for actually responding. I was beginning to think that no one actually saw me these days. Craig. Anna and Craig. These two sounded like lovers, and I was about to get all the juicy details of their relationship, I thought. This must have been Craig's phone, and he kept everything about Anna on here. I saw that he had no other contacts in his phone, which was a little strange. Next, I decided to check pictures. There were several taken at strange angles, all on the same day of the same person. It looked like he had taken the photographs on his phone right here on this bus. Did he frequently travel this route too? It felt strange to imagine sitting where someone else had, and knowing exactly what it was they had been doing. Instinctively, I glanced up to see if maybe the woman in the pictures was on the bus today. I'm not sure how freaked out I would have been if that had been the case, but I breathed a sigh of relief when I realized besides myself and a few other riders, the bus was empty. And none of them resembled the woman in the pictures. As I scrolled back in time on his phone, I saw he took at least 100 pictures of her, maybe more. This was bordering on obsession. And then I saw in his notes things that he said about, and then I saw in his notes things that he had said about how he felt about her, even before they actually exchanged numbers. This is what the phone's notes said. I saw a woman on the bus today. Something about her stood out as different than any other I have seen before. Have you ever heard of soulmates? I guess I got a funny feeling when I saw her, and I'm wondering if maybe it's that. She's very beautiful. So much so that I doubt she would want to be with anyone like me. I know that you would say I should take a leap of faith, but look where that got me. What if she rejects me? Or worse, decides not to respond? I paused there in the notes, wondering who it was that Craig seemed to have faith in. There was scarce else to find on the phone. It was too old for there to be social media or anything anything like that, and besides the myriad photos of the woman, the only thing I hadn't really checked was his call log. Of course, the thought of it made me feel like I was already invading the stranger's privacy too much. But something about this conversation was intriguing. I needed to know what had happened. I pulled up recent calls and saw that the same number had tried to call him over and over. Then it finally hit me how long this phone had apparently been sitting there. 6 years. It seemed impossible, but what happened next was even more so. The phone let out a ping again. A new message? How could that be? I slowly reached for it. Unknown. Do you think you know me? Again, I felt uneasy even reading the message, or daring to respond. It was a private number, so I figured that it was pointless to do so, and I immediately put the phone down, trying to ignore the next message coming in. Maybe you should keep reading. See what happened with Anna. I went back to the text messages, my eyes nervously scanning the bus. Was Craig on the bus watching me? The notes continued. I finally worked up the nerve to get her to notice me. We hit it off immediately. I'm so excited. We exchanged numbers. This is exactly the lucky break I have been looking for. At least patience has paid off. The text messages also seemed to show a story of a despairing man that didn't get recognized for anything. Hey Craig, are you doing okay? I wanted to invite you to drinks, but I wasn't sure if you had the time. I appreciate it, Anna, but I really can't go. I have a lot of work to catch up on. But his notes told a different story. How I wish I could have a life with her. The things we could do together. But that isn't how it's meant to be. She won't understand the things I have to do. You would understand, of course. You always knew what I was capable of. What exactly was Craig planning? Another message chimed in from unknown. Please tell me you have seen where this is headed. I can see the worry on your face. You think I heard her. This time, I decided to respond. If you didn't hurt her, then why are all these text messages sound so obsessed with her? And the pictures? You were stalking this woman. And if I didn't know any better, I would think you are stalking me. Don't be ridiculous. You are nothing like her. True, you will be just as interesting to follow and watch, but Anna was special. She really wanted to help me. What are you? I dared to ask. I knew there was no way this old phone should have been working on providing messages without service. But the text had already convinced me this was not an ordinary conversation. Something beyond the realm of my worldview that was now creeping to the forefront. I went back to the text messages. The more I read, the more disturbed I was by Craig. I'm worried about you, Craig. I always see you sitting alone on this bus. If it wasn't for that phone, I would think you were dead. You don't need to worry. I'm fine. But I appreciate the concern. It's been a long time since anyone really worried about me. You promise me that you are okay? Of course. I will be fine now that you are with me. The only time I'm with you is when we travel on this bus together. Why don't you ever want to come with me? I told you before that I can't. Why don't you just leave it alone? I'm starting to think that you are trapped on this bus. If that were true, my only concern would be to get out of here. I wouldn't be wasting my time getting to know you. A few more days of messages like that scrolled by. Anna growing more concerned. And then an awful truth started to come to light. Craig, how long have you been searching for someone? What do you mean? I was doing some research on this bus, trying to figure out why you were so familiar. I realized I read your story when I was a little girl. Anna, stop. Stop talking about this. No, I need to know. Are you dead? I froze, rereading the message. Maybe she had misunderstood. Then he gave a reply. Of course I am gone. That's why it's been so difficult to explain things to you. I don't want you frightened. The moment I read the message, a mirror image of that same message popped on screen. Craig was repeating what he said to Anna. I don't want you frightened. Well, too late for that. I was terrified because of the fact that I was now apparently texting a ghost. What do you want from me? I asked. The same thing I wanted from Anna. I needed her to leave this place, but she wouldn't listen to me. Maybe you will. I took out my phone and quickly did a search history on this bus the same way Anna had. Specifically, I was looking for tragic events surrounding this route. It didn't take long to find one from only 6 years. The same time as the text messages. Local woman jumps from a moving bus. Anna Fitzgerald. A local real estate agent has been found dead near the corner of 4th and Pine. Witnesses claim they heard her talking to herself or to an unseen person she frequently told to leave her alone before she leapt from the bus to her death when it was moving at approximately 75 miles per hour. I texted Craig. Did you make her jump? Of course not. I didn't want that. But once she understood that I was going to try to be with her, she overreacted. You were going to be with her? You mean possessing her body? There was a long pause, and I got a chill in the air. The phone was how he found his victims. I understand that now. He left it here for a curious passerby like me to find. I stood up and pulled for the cord that would make the bus stop. The phone pinged again. You can't leave me here on this bus. I won't let you. I have been here too long. I tossed the phone down and tried again to get the bus to stop. It only sped up. I felt something overpower my body. I knew it had to be the spirit from Craig trying to enter my very soul. We were coming up to a curb. If I timed it right, I could jump and survive. I moved toward the front of the bus as it began to slow down to pick up passengers. Now was the chance to escape. I rushed to get off, even as the spirit overwhelmed me and I fell down, slamming into the concrete. But somehow I made it, and I was free from this strange encounter. I stood up and wiped blood from my lip as I turned to watch the bus roll off. The passengers had all acted like they couldn't see me, likely a side effect of this demonic demonic influence. But as it turned away, I saw Craig's ghostly presence standing there, glaring at me. Somehow, I was lucky to survive. I saw him pick up the old phone in his hand and then slide it under another seat, waiting for another victim to be curious enough to find it. Okay, and that's the end of this story. So, what do you guys think? Is it a true story or a fake one? Ghost got ghosted. I'm sorry, I'm seeing the messages and I'm like, it was hard for me not to laugh. Wait, if it was slowing down to pick up people, just get off normally. I know, right? But I guess they wanted to leap, you know, out. I don't know, like as fast as possible to not like, I don't know, to not let the ghost possess them. I guess as the longer you stayed on the bus, it was just more likely the ghost would overpower you. And yeah, you guys are right. This story was written by the user named Colourblindness on the subreddit called nosleep. So this is a fake story. The whole story is kind of crap. Interesting though. It is, yeah, like it is a very interesting story. I have to say, like, that it was pretty well written. Isn't that illegal in California? That is a good question. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you leap out of the bus, like, or speeding bus, that's not exactly the best way, and it's not exactly legal. Shoot, I'm late. R.I.P. me. I'm sorry, Frog. Just go. Sorry. Did I make you late? Damn. It's a fake story, but it's a good one. It was a good one. Okay. So, are you guys ready for the next one? Let's get into the next one. Oh, and hi Hex. No worries. We just finished the first story, so you can rewatch that if you're interested. And now we are going to start the next story, the second story, so you're just in time for the next one. Okay, so let me dive right into this story. I've known about this subreddit for a while now, but I've never gotten around to telling my own story, which, of course, I never thought I would have. Since it's long, I won't bother with a long intro. This is all you need to know. This happened in my senior year of college, and I lived off campus. I had 2 roommates in my apartment, townhouse thing, named Natalie and Katie. Anyway, Katie was out that night doing homework in one of the school buildings, and I was awoken at 3 a.m. when I heard some knocking at the door downstairs. I thought that was weird, considering the hour, but I figured somebody had the wrong place and would realize and leave. The knocking didn't stop, though, and I lied in bed for a good several minutes, thinking, yeah, they'll go away now. They'll go away. They'll get bored. As one might expect, though, I started to grow confused and then kind of freaked out by this person's persistence. Then the knocking turned into banging, and I couldn't ignore it anymore. Honestly, I probably should have called the police instantly, but it was in the middle of the night, and I was just confused. So I headed to the top of the stairs to see Natalie standing near the door, staring at it. Her room was on the bottom floor, so she had just walked up to it. Sorry. We exchanged a baffled look because, what the heck? It's 3 a.m. This is weird. Natalie called out and asked them who they were and what they wanted. "We're friends of Katie's," said the voice on the other end, who sounded male and about our age. "We know her boyfriend, and we heard she was feeling down, so we came to surprise her." That was already a weird story, because, again, 3 in the morning. But thankfully, Katie wasn't even home, so we both informed them of this. "Katie's not here, she's off doing something else." "Good. They're going to leave, right? They came here to see Katie. She's not here. They will leave us alone and we can go back to sleep. Just open the door. I know. If I hadn't called the police before, I definitely should have done it now. It was weird, though. That night, I realized why people do stupid stuff in horror films. Not only had I been woken up out of nowhere, but it feels surreal to be in a situation like this. Like, there's no way you could actually be in danger. That only happens in horror movies and true crime documentaries and in questionable creepy stories online. It would never happen to me. I'm just a random, ordinary, boring person going about my business. I don't need to call the police. I'm sure this will get cleared up and everything will be fine. So, yeah, Natalie and I did this stupid thing and tried to argue with them. We told them that again, Katie wasn't here. There was no need for them to stay. Eventually, Natalie asked what their names were. Throughout the encounter, we made out 2 distinct voices, but only one gave us a name, and I texted Katie without telling him, asking if she was friends with someone with that name. After a couple of minutes, during which we were still arguing with the stranger, Katie replied, I am, but I don't think he knows where I live. That wasn't good, but even worse. She? Oh, sorry, she. Yeah. Oh god, wait. I just like registered that I am, but I don't think she knows where I live. That wasn't good, but even worse. She? The person on the other side of the door had a male voice. So this was a real name, but not the real person. Whoever this was knew stuff about Katie, like who she hung out with. I told Katie to stay where she is and not to come back until we told her everything was okay. Finally, we told the guys that if they didn't leave, we were going to call the police. No. Don't call the police. Don't call the police, okay? If we wanted to do something bad, we already would have done it, right? Yeah, that last bit wasn't helping their case. Just open the door, okay? The attempts at reasoning with them basically devolved into them telling us to just open the door, over and over again, until we finally actually did call the police. We hid in Natalie's room and dialed 911 and explained what was going on. Thankfully, there was a police station close by, so it wouldn't take long for them to arrive. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of heading back into the living room and yelling through the door that we had called the cops. But contrary to what you might think, that actually didn't seem to scare them at all. They seemed only mildly upset and kept arguing. To this day, I can only assume they just didn't believe us or something. Then we heard a neighboring home's door swing open and a very pissed off man's voice saying, "If you don't leave right now, I'm calling the police." For whatever reason, that was what caused them to freak out, and they drove off. The police arrived, and we told them the whole story. Natalie revealed that a couple of times she had just barely peeked through the blinds of a window close to the front door, and she noted that there were 2 guys, but only one of them was ever at the door ever at the door at any given time. They would switch, with one at the door and the other sitting in the driver's seat of a car parked out front, presumably for gateway purposes. So yeah, that's reassuring. They also hadn't looked drunk, according to Natalie, and they definitely hadn't sounded like they were drunk. There wasn't much the police could do besides sweep the area a bit, but they told us that if the strangers showed up again, to immediately call instead of engaging with them at all. One of the officers did give us some self-defense tactics and told us what kinds of household items / chemicals would work best for self-defense. After making sure everything was okay and reassuring us, they left, and we eventually called Katie and told her the weirdos were gone. She arrived and was, understandably, a bit shaken herself. We sat down and asked her who might have known where she lived. She did know people who had come to the apartment, so some people certainly, but Natalie hadn't recognized the guys outside as any previous visitors. Worse, it turned out that not only did they know Katie's friend's name, but they claimed to know her boyfriend even though he didn't even live in the state where we were going to school. She swore up and down she didn't know anyone who would want to hurt her. By this point, it was around 5 a.m., so I didn't even bother going to sleep, since I was going to a workshop that morning. I told a lot of my classmates the story, and it freaked them out. It freaked them out too. And the entire day, Natalie and I jumped at every unexpected noise, every shadow, every random movement. That night, it was hard to sleep. I expected to hear knocking at the door at any second. Thankfully, they didn't come back. Ever. But that almost makes things more unsettling. In a way. I'll never ever know what they wanted that night. Did they think we were hiding Katie? Was she seeing less than savory people in secret? Did they want to hurt her? If they did, why did they never give up and go looking for her elsewhere? Was all of that just an excuse to get into an apartment of young women? Did they want to kidnap us, hurt us, rob us? Who knows? I try not to let it bother me, but I wish I knew if my life was in danger that night. I have the feeling it might have been. After all, they weren't wearing face coverings, so if they wanted to commit a violent crime, they might want to get rid of the witnesses. But despite how much I wish I knew, yeah, random strange men who insisted we let them inside for unknown reasons, let's not meet. So, what do you guys think? Is this a true or a fake story? You can let me know in the chat. Okay. Wait, Austin, call Luigi or the Ghostbusters, problem solved. That would solve the problem within a minute. It would be like, snap, Mario and Luigi. They would take care of these guys. What kind of cop teaches teens to use chemicals against people, I guess? I mean, I guess they taught them, you know, what would it be? Like, what chemicals they can actually use that it's not gonna, like, kill someone, but, you know, maybe pacify them? Okay, everyone is saying true, and, yeah, that's actually a true story. It's actually been posted to subreddit Let's Not Meet, which is, well, I mean, it claims to be true stories. And it was posted by the user called Swarple. I love that name. Fake what has my vote. No. So this one might actually be true. Again, this is Reddit, so you never actually know, but this subreddit apparently is one that has true stories. So I believe this one is true. Here where we are all wrong. Nice. Wait, Demon Taker. It had to be true. The story seems legit as real stuff that can happen. Right? Yeah, like I think this one, you know, obviously the one with the bus, the phone on the bus and like ghost, it kind of, I mean, it had to be a baloney because ghosts don't exist. I mean, to me. I don't believe in ghosts, but yeah. Ian, I mean, you never know with Redditors, the scariest things in the world. That's true. Like, even the ghost story, you know, like Reddit has some, like, super scary stories. Why is my voice, like, cracking? Also, I have to hydrate. I'm sorry. A short break to drink, to take a sip of my drink. Swarple sounds like a fun Pokemon. Oh, I think it's like Swarple, so Swarple. I'm gonna include those the credits in the description after this video. True, yeah. So again, if you guys want me to read out your story, you can just send it in to the, you know, send it to the email provided in the live chat or in the description of this video. So you can find it down below as well. Poor grammar. It has to be true, poor grammar. Don't drink too much, Sona. Hey, I'm not... Okay. I am not drinking alcohol today. It's just water, I swear. I swear it's just water. Okay, let me take another sip. Okay. So, are you ready for the last story? Okay, 4chan can have some good stories. Oh, I'm gonna look into that. Okay, so the last story is actually... was actually sent in by one of my viewers. And it's the story by the Dragon of Akina. It's a very short one, and he decided to read it out himself. So you guys can listen to it. I'm gonna put up the text on the screen, and then I'm gonna play his audio. Gonna turn down the music a little bit, because it might be a little loud. Okay. Okay. Let me... It's a very short one.
Oh, gather round me, comrades, and listen while I speak. A war. A war. A war where hell is 6 feet deep. Along the shores the cannons roar. Oh, how can a soldier sleep? The goings on Anzio, and hell is 6 feet deep. Praise be God for this captured sod, that rich with blood does seep, with yours and mine like butchered swine, and hell is 6 feet deep. That death awaits, there's no debate, no triumph will we reap. The crosses grow on Anzio, where hell is 6 feet deep.
Yeah, nice. So this was actually, well, I mean, it's not really a story, but it is a poem. And Dragon of Akina actually also sent in his artwork that he likes to draw. Like, I mean, he is into drawing the tanks apparently, and he sent in the artwork, the sketch by him. I'm impressed. Like, I would never be able to draw a tank, and you know, like, I'm really grateful for him to be sending in those, like, you know, to be putting in effort and you know, and sending it not only the recording, the voice recording, but also the story and the artwork. So thank you so much, Dragon of Akina. It was very interesting, and it was super interesting hearing you read it out. So maybe, yeah, like, the story might have been true. Who knows? It's real. Okay, so that is it for this week's full body chills episode, and we can switch. Is that a T50? That is a good question. Damn, I think I had... Wait. I'm gonna check, because I think he told me what kind of tank was it. It seems fake. Wait, okay. Let me check, because I think he also told me what kind of tank was it, but I forgot. Wait. Okay, so the tank he sent was a 1939 KV2. But I guess it's from the Pravada High. What? I don't know if it's a... Is that a real tank? Okay, well, I mean... Hey, it's still pretty detailed. I'm still very impressed. Okay, so let me switch to the chat screen. and back to Christmas mood. Okay, back to Christmas mood. I hope you guys liked today's stream. There were some very interesting stories. I really liked the phone on the bus, you know, one. I know it's a fake, but it was so well written, and I will definitely put in the credits to the writers in the... I just didn't want to reveal it before the stream started. So I'm gonna put the credits of the writers, for the writers, sorry, in the description down below. So you guys can check it out. When this stream ends, I'll just edit it. So no worries. And let me see. Villa, by the way, for the true crime stories, can we recommend animal attacks? Sure, why not? Yeah. I think, because there's a few of them where it's like people suspect it's some kind of a beast and then it was animal attack. But yeah, why not? I will take it. Ian, I'll make sure to send you an email ASAP. I hope the story makes it to the next time's Spoopy Tales. I'm excited to hear you in the true crime also. Nice. Yeah, please do send your stories. And I will make sure to put them on the list and like read it. You know, I will probably like read 1 or 2 stories per stream. So, you know, if your story happens to be long, it's probably gonna be like, you know, it might not make it to the next stream if there are 2 stories that I've already got. But it will make it to the next stream. So don't worry, just send them in and I will make sure to include them. Okay, I liked, like, do you mean enjoyed? Oh, okay. Tyron, the inspiration for the poem came from David McClure? I'm sorry, I can't. McClure? Who once mentioned to Audie that a surviving World War I. Oh, okay, so that was an inspired poem. Nice. I mean, it sounded really good. Like, I mean, I don't know much about poetry, but it gave me a little chills. It might not be as scary as you know, like the stories that I read, but like, yeah, it was still kind of like that unsettling feeling. So spoopy, kind of gave me a little bit Edgar Allan Poe vibe. Okay, 2. It was cool. Nice. So I hope that you guys liked it, and I hope you will join next week, as well as this Saturday to my true crime stream, which this time it's gonna be another Christmas crime, where 3 people were brutally murdered in their home, or 3 teenagers were brutally murdered in their home, and then the house was set aflame. So that's another mystery that I'm gonna be solving or cracking this weekend. And then, yeah, once again, a reminder that I also have bonus true crime streams on my Patreon. So if you feel like you wanna, you know, that once a week is not enough, one true crime story a week is not enough, you can tune in to Patreon and we have another true crime story every week on Friday. And this week, it's gonna be the smiley face murders. So that's an interesting one. I am so looking forward to covering it. The live stream was so cool. Nice! Thank you, Ice Blue Star. And I like... Oh god, I like... I'm happy that you enjoyed it. I don't know what I'm saying. I think after reading all those stories, I'm just like... My brain is kind of like a... I don't know, a goo. Ian, oh hey Fear. Well, I'm sure you might not have one, but what's the worst scary story you've read? From the top of my... I guess... Well, I mean... I read so many scary stories which are true, like true crime. I don't think I have one. I don't think from the top of my head, I can't recall like the scariest one that I read. I mean, to me, I think the scariest story, like true crime story that I've read is either Elisa Lam, so the, you know, the Cecil Hotel, or Cecil Hotel, or another one, I think the Zodiac. You know, the Zodiac was pretty scary. But those are again true stories. Oh, okay, we've got a donation. Damn, okay. And okay, let me read it. So NPIA just donated $5, and they sent me a message. In accordance with public disclosure laws, the North Pole Investigation Agency acknowledges that the alchemist FEARSONA is currently employed by our agency and is presently located at our North Pole headquarters office. Yes, indeed. You know, currently I work for the NPIA. Oh man, okay, thank you so much for the donation. That was chef's kiss, I have to say. That was like the, you know, the type of chef's kiss that is ugly but is very satisfying. It's great. Oh yeah, Elisa Lam is quite the mystery. It is, and it just, I don't know, like it gives me, I know it's not as scary because there's no like, I don't know, brutal, very bloody, gory stuff, but it is that kind of mystery that just crawls under your skin, and you keep thinking, was it a, you know, like, is there an explanation? Was it something that has an explanation, or was it something scary? And the fact that they also based a horror movie on it, well, I mean vaguely, but if you haven't seen, if you've heard about the horror movie The Dark Water, then I think it has so many similarities to Elisa Lam's story, so you can check it out. Man, that sounded I was promoting the horror movie, but I'm not. I'm genuinely, like, I read the story and I was like, wait a minute, I know this story from somewhere, and it turns out that the Dark Water horror movie is kind of, it's very similar, you know, like it's their old hotel that was converted into apartments, and then there's some you know, supernatural things going on. Okay, so that's it for today. Wait, Scholastica, she works for Santa. Also, let me just give credits to my Patreons. Let me just pull up my list because I keep forgetting. Yeah, keep forgetting everything. Okay, so let me just give thanks to all of my Patrons. Zinc, Tyrant Kitsune, Colonel Turtle, Rudel Genoodle, Scholastica Parable, Maria, and IDK Bacon, and wait, Esau Buenrostro, and CW. I think that's all. Can you? Yeah, that's all. But anyway, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my Patreon and supporting my work, and being there every week when I'm discussing another case. You know, like it's pretty fun hanging out with you guys and trying to solve another unsolved case. Even if we don't really come to, even if we don't actually solve it, we do sometimes come up with a new theory that hasn't been considered, which is, you know, it's pretty great. And that's what we do here on this channel. And also that's what we do on Saturdays, like in Saturday's True Crime streams. So if you haven't tuned in for that one, make sure to tune in on Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Glad to be here. I will definitely make it to the next stream. Nice, DJ, thank you. And I hope to see you there. And Austin, Ice Blue, if you've subscribed to her, you would get a notification. Yeah, okay. Also, you know, if you guys have that 1 second to spare, just like this video if you like, obviously, if you like the video, if you like the format. Just leave a like, leave a comment. It really helps, you know, it really helps my channel. It really helps that YouTube algorithm to, you know, boost my videos, push my channel, and, you know, more people to come and join us. More people to become fearlings. So, you know, as little as a like, as little as a comment can do a lot. And in the Christmas spirit, you know, share some love. If you liked it. If you didn't like, hey, even a dislike, okay? If you absolutely hated my content, that's fine. You can leave a constructive criticism and I will be happy to receive it. You can even leave a dislike. It's fine too. An interaction. Okay. Liked before you started. Nice. Nice, Austin. Thank you so much. Okay, and that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay safe out there. Next time, bring Cheetos. Until the next time, farewell, fearlings. Bye.